Welcome to Nasdaq TradeTalks. I'm your host, Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq, coming to you live from SmartCon in New York City. Joining us for this segment, we have Jakob Palmstierna. He is the president of GSR. We're here to discuss which infrastructure and standards are most essential for sustainability and trust in the DeFi space. It is great to have you with us. Welcome to Trade Talks.
Thanks for having me.
Jakob, you've secured regulatory registrations in multiple jurisdictions at this point. How does that shape your strategy as the market evolves?
I think so. We have an FCA license, and we also have a license in Singapore, MIS, as a major payment institution. I think we are pursuing licenses across most jurisdictions, predominantly because we do believe that the future of crypto and the future of finance should provide fair and orderly markets and consumer protection rather than being island hopping. So it's a core part of the strategy and has always been. The mantra has been always operate as if the market were regulated, even if they are not.
So as liquidity providers and market makers, they scale into digital asset markets. What infrastructure or standards do you believe are going to be the most essential for sustainability and trust?
Well, a couple of things that's very important is, robust infrastructure in order to provide good liquidity into the markets. The margins that we're operating in the microstructure space is razor sharp. So having, good price feeds, good data, good exchange connectivity and networking are all key areas that really matters in order to make this industry kind of able to consume institutional size flows.
Yeah. So you work closely with trading venues, issuers, institutions around the tokenized markets.
Yeah.
How do partnerships and infrastructure providers help enhance connectivity and real-time transparency? For example, you announced one with Chainlink today. So explain to us how these partnerships and providers help to advance digital asset growth.
So, the financial markets is kind of this social science, as opposed to being sort of a physical fixed immutable object. So thing moves around with, with the people interacting with it. So whether you have an exchange, a token issuer, a stablecoin issuer, RWA issuer, all of these people need liquidity, need distribution, and for that to be able to be done, we need to be able to rely on good data, good price feeds. If we don't have that, we can't have any integrity in providing liquidity. So I think it's been very core, and we rely obviously a lot on Chainlink's Oracle for that.
Yeah. So looking ahead, what's on GSR's roadmap over the next years? You continue to support institutional participation in digital assets.
Yeah, I think GSR, we see ourselves as a capital markets partner for the crypto industry. So you have all these, institutional players across, retail platforms, token issuers. You have the exchanges and custodians. All of these people need liquidity, on-chain, off-chain. Needs to move across different chains seamlessly. And we find that we have a big job of being a part of that, sort of liquidity infrastructure. And that's what we focus on. And we're trying to do that in as a transparent way as possible. We think it's important as we are making partnerships, as we did today with Chainlink for stablecoin issuers, having a transparency in how we're providing the service, but also who's involved providing the service. If you don't know who's involved providing the service, you can't actually look deep down into the diligence. So we're very proud of providing a sort of a roadmap for these new stablecoins that comes in together with Chainlink.
I think it was key that you said it's about protecting integrity. And I think that's also key in terms of moving this forward, secure the governance, around the advancement of.
Yeah, I think as you say, it's like if you're looking at crypto today, a lot of things has moved miles and miles forwards from 10 years ago. I think there's still a lot to do, and we need all these partners and infrastructure providers that also sort of passes the litmus test to be trusted, and once we do that, we can see sort of an institutional kind of adoptions as we build all the primitives out on chain as well as off chain, and if you do that, and then you have, as I said before, the regulatory landscape,
Right.
so that you not only should operate with integrity, you have to. And if you don't do it, you get in trouble. And that's also why we also provide all the, all the regulatory aspects.
I appreciate the insight, Jacob. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks.
Thank you.
And thanks for joining us from SmartCon. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.